Have you ever noticed that most people don't feel broke when they're earning money? They feel broke after they earn it? Not because they're irresponsible, not because they're lazy, but because, quietly, their brain has been trained to make money disappear the moment it arrives. Let's take a very normal situation. You're a young professional in the US or Europe. You earn the equivalent of about $4,000 a month before tax. After taxes, health insurance, and social contributions, you see around $2,800 hit your account. That feels like progress. That feels like adulthood. Then reality starts collecting. Rent or mortgage, $1,200, car payment or public transport, plus insurance, $400. Student loan or personal loan, $300 utilities, phone, subscriptions, $250. Food, not luxury. Just normal groceries and the occasional coffee, $400 before you've bought anything extra, you're down to about $250. And somehow, that $250 always disappears. Most people think the mistake is overspending. It's not. The real mistake is that your brain was trained to organize life around fixed payments, not around flexibility. From the moment you've got your first job, the system taught you this order. First, lock in obligations. Then whatever's left is yours. But the problem is, obligations don't stay fixed. They quietly grow. Let's say you upgrade one thing. A slightly better apartment, $300, a newer car, $250 a nicer phone on installment, $70. That's $620 more every month. Over a year, that's $7,440. Over 10 years. Nearly $75,000, not counting interest, not wasted money, not reckless spending, just small lifestyle decisions that felt reasonable at the time. Here's where psychology comes in. Your brain is wired to seek stability, not wealth. Fixed payments feel safe, predictable, adult, responsible. Savings feel optional. Investing feels abstract. Future you feels like a stranger. So your brain prioritizes what feels certain over what's important. That's why people protect their car payment before their savings. Why they panic over a late fee, but ignore long-term debt growth. Why raises disappear faster than expected. The system doesn't need to keep you poor. It just needs to keep you comfortable enough not to question the structure. Fast forward 15 years. Income is higher. Lifestyle is heavier. Commitments are tighter. At this point, people don't feel broke. They feel trapped. Changing jobs feels risky. Starting a business feels impossible. Even taking a break feels irresponsible. Not because income was low, but because flexibility was never protected. Financially intelligent people don't think in terms of how much can I afford per month. They think in terms of how much freedom does this remove from my future. They don't avoid comfort. They delay locking it in. They don't obsess over budgeting tricks. They obsess over keeping margins. Margins of time. Margins of cash. Margins of choice. They understand that wealth isn't about impressing the present, it's about protecting the future. If this sounds uncomfortable, that's okay. Awareness isn't blame. It's clarity. You're not bad with money. You were simply trained to play a game where flexibility is traded for stability, one payment at a time. Once you see that, you don't need extreme discipline or dramatic changes. You just start asking better questions. And better questions quietly change outcomes. If this perspective helped you think a little differently, consider subscribing or liking the video. Not for motivation, but for clarity.